A New Jersey police officer is facing a lawsuit that alleges that he raped a woman repeatedly as a way of blackmailing her. This is involving a police officer that we have talked about on the show before, involving a possible case of police brutality. His name is Officer Braheme Days, and the woman filing the lawsuit against him is Shakera Brown. And this is what she claims in the suit. She claims that Days told her that she would be arrested unless they could work something out. Now, he claimed that she matched the identity of someone that they were looking for, the description of an alleged shoplifter. And of course, you know, she was afraid when the cops said that to her because she stands to lose quite a bit if she does get prosecuted. Brown states that she pleaded that she had children and could not spend time in jail. Days allegedly said that I guess we're going to have to handle this in an adult manner. At that point, they exchanged information, and the suit states that Days had Brown put her cell phone number into his phone and told her he would call her. She went home where about 8 p.m. Days reportedly called her to arrange a meeting. Things got really bad from there. Do you want to jump in before I continue?
Yeah, look, this is why the cops have an extra duty. You see, we've given them an enormous amount of power. They get to carry guns around, they get to shoot people, and they get to arrest people, which plays with their lives. So when you get these arguments that, well, cops have a tough job, they have a risky job, and hence we should give them more leeway. No. Yes, there's no question that they can have a tough job and they have extra responsibility, but that does not mean you give them more leeway, because power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. So if you have a situation where someone has a ton of power, you have to make sure that that power is strictly guarded, because if you don't, stuff like this happens.
So now let me give you the details of what happened in the alleged sexual encounters. So Days allegedly pulled up near her home in his police cruiser and asked her to give him a blowjob. They later had sex at his home and at a nearby hotel, and the suit alleges Days continued to threaten her. So she gave him what he wanted, right? Which, look, she shouldn't have done, but she was, if this is true, if these allegations are true, she was coerced into doing this, right? It was blackmail. It wasn't enough. She had sex with him. He wanted more. And so at one point, she finally talked to a lieutenant about it and confessed about what happened and was hoping that she would get some, you know, payback for what was going on. But here's what happened. Brown claims one encounter was at a house in Bridgeton Village. She allegedly told Days she would no longer have sex with him, but gave in when he told her that she had a no-bail warrant issued for her arrest.
I mean, this is classic coercion. It doesn't get any more blackmail and coercion than this. So, you know, I resist the arguments that, well, you know, sometimes men are in a more powerful position, whether it's a professor or it's, you know, an executive or something, and that by its definition, it's coercive. Okay. No. This is coercive, okay? When you say, I will put you in prison and destroy your life unless you have sex with me. And, you know, you say she shouldn't have had the sex. I mean, he shouldn't have done that, right?
No, I know.
No, I know.
That wasn't my intention, by the way. I wasn't trying to blame the victim here. She is 100% the victim. She should face absolutely no punishment. He's the person who should, first of all, be investigated, and if he's found guilty, he should be put away in prison. I'm not even having a discussion about him losing his job. There he is right there. He also recently made news because he was involved in a police shooting. He shot and killed a man by the name of Jeremy C. Reed while he had his hands up. There was surveillance footage of that, and we actually brought the surveillance footage back so you guys can take a look at it for yourself. That case is under investigation. He is suspended, but nonetheless, take a look.
Hey, how y'all doing?
How you doing?
Good. Hey, Officer Days, Bristol Police. Reason I'm pulling you over, you went right through that stop sign back there.
Where at?
Right on South Pine Street. Hey, you got a driver's license?
Yeah, I got my driver's license.
What's up, man? Can you go and grab it for me?
Matter of fact, stop sign, we stop.
No. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Don't move. Don't you move. Don't you move. Get him out the car, Raj. We got a gun in this glove compartment. Don't you move. Don't you move. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Don't you move. Don't you move. I'm telling you, I'm gonna shoot you. You're gonna be dead. I'm telling you. You reach for something, you're gonna be dead. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Keep your hands right there. Hey, Jerome, you reach for something, you're gonna be dead. He's reaching. Show me your hands.
Yo!
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Don't move. Don't you move.
So the person who was shot and killed was a person in the passenger side of the car, and there was allegedly a gun in the glove compartment, and that he had reached for the gun, which is why the police officer shot. To be completely honest with you, you can't really tell from that surveillance. So
Yeah, I mean, the driver's got his hands up as much as any human being could ever have their hands up. Obviously, you can't tell what's happening in the passenger seat. But look, when you combine the two stories, it becomes a little bit more damning for him. Now, but the case will not combine the two stories. I understand that. So these will be treated as two separate incidents, and they will not affect one another. And so, and maybe they should, maybe they shouldn't. Maybe that informs you about his judgment, right, and how he acts. But in the actual court proceedings, those things will not affect one another. And so, it's all a matter of if she has some degree of evidence that this has happened, right?
well, I mean, if she's alleging that he had her put her number in his phone, I mean, if the NSA can check the phone records of every single American, I'm pretty sure investigators can take a look at his phone records and see who he called, who he communicated with. I think it would be easy to piece together evidence if she's telling the truth in this story.
Right.
So.
The flip side is he's immediately going to say it was consensual, and that's why it's so hard to prove sexual assault, rape, or in this case, blackmail, right? And we'll have to have the courts, sort it out. But the bottom line is, the most important part is, we have to be really, really careful with people we give tremendous power to.
Yeah.